Hey guys, welcome back to my Colourful Country Life. Today is time to take a look at my plans for the month of May and of course choose our next colour alongs for the channel. And I couldn't fit all the books in the picture actually, so without further ado, I'm going to move this pile off to the side as well and we can dive straight into it. So first up we have Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford, and this is one of our full book colour alongs up on the channel. I do have 2 pages picked out for this month. Now the first page is the other half of the musical instruments section here. So I have mentioned my plan for this page in my completed pages for April, but basically I want to match these 2 pages. So I'm going to be using my Distress inks for the background and Prismacolors for the instruments. I am going to keep the same colour palette, but to make it a bit more interesting, I think I'm going to introduce another colour. I'm thinking maybe green, just to add that little bit of extra interest and just to change them up a little bit. And then at the very end, I'm going to add in some lines with my acrylic paint pen so it looks like lined music paper. I am going to forego the water drop effect though, because I don't want any bleed through on my birthday cake page on the back here. Plus, I think the page is going to end up being busy enough as it is. So that brings me to the other page I'd like to complete, and that is the telephone on the back here. So I did have that bleed through come through from the other side, and I want to see if I can use that to my advantage and create a fun background for this page. Originally, I didn't plan on adding a background, but I think this has given me the perfect opportunity. I am seeing a black and red theme for the telephone page, which will likely clash with the bubble bath page, but that's fine. They don't have to match. I'm actually not quite fond of the colour palette I chose for this page, so I am purposely not going to try and match it because I want to colour this one the way I want it to be coloured. So I'm looking forward to hopefully getting both of these pages completed this month. And yeah, so we have another 2 pages down on Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford, and we're one step closer to completing the book. Moving on to our other full book colour along, and that is in Dark Fairytales by Kerby Rosanes. I have a couple of choices this month that I would love your help with. So it is Mermaid. So do we colour one of the Little Mermaid pages that are still left, or do we complete the Beauty and the Beast section we've been working on? So let's take a look at the pages. First up, we have page 19, the underwater scene here. And in terms of colour palette, I'd use the same colours from my underwater section here to colour this part of the page too, as it is underwater. I'm just trying to figure out who these characters are actually. I think this one might be one of the sirens. So I think this one is this one here. She does have a little crown. Is it that one? And I think maybe this is Ursula. It's definitely not the prince. It's definitely female. I'm pretty sure it's female. Yeah, I think that's one of the sirens or the siren sisters. That's mentioned in the back of the book, and that could be Ursula, the sea witch, perhaps. I think that's how I'm going to colour it anyway, as if it's Ursula. Let me know what you think. There is a little bit of colour transference actually on this page too, but I can rub that off easily enough. So the other choice is that page I was just showing you here. This is a double page spread from the Little Mermaid section still. I'm not sure this one is calling to me just yet. I think if we're going to go with the mermaid theme, I'd rather do this page. I do have a colour palette in mind that will fit this page. Yeah, this one isn't really calling my name just yet. So the other option I have, right, is this last Beauty and the Beast page here. So we've coloured this one and these 2, and that is the last page, or technically it's the first, but it's the last one to colour in the Beauty and the Beast section. So I've got a colour palette in mind for this one as well, and that will complete that section. So what do? Do we complete the Beauty and the Beast section and colour this image here, or do we go with page 19, the siren and the sea witch? What would you prefer to see? Let me know in the comments down below. And that is Dark Fairytales by Kerby Rosanes. Now onto our project books for May, and first up we have Lulu's House of Wonder by Lulu Mayo. And of course, I had to choose the bathtub scene with Lulu as a mermaid here. I do have a few different ideas for the colour palette for this page. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I do think I want to go with like a checkerboard pattern for the tiles on the floor. Possibly black and white, but maybe not. Kind of depends on the direction I end up choosing for the rest of the page, but I'm seeing lots of sparkle and a really nice cozy feel to it as well. So that is my page choice for Lulu's House of Wonder this month. And our other project book is Romantic Country, the First Tale by Eriy. And this month I've chosen a double page spread. This is one of my favorite scenes in the entire book. And I really want to complete it while we're working in the book as a project book. I am picturing lots of soft, pretty colours, all the different coloured shop fronts, very European. I'm actually really excited to get started with this. You guys know I love a good double page spread. And this has just got so many little fun details as well. So it's not too detailed and intricate, but it's got lots of fun little things happening and lots of opportunities to add some interesting things. So some light sources. We've got the stained glass here. We've got all the different foods and a big sky, big open sky. I wonder what I'll do with the big open sky. Will I make it daylight, a nice blue sky? Could make it like a stormy day. Some options there, lots of options there actually, but I'm seeing lots of pretty coloured houses, maybe even some cobblestones. I'll have a think about that one. So that is what I'm thinking of doing in Romantic Country, the First Tale for the month of May. Next up, I do have a whip that I'm currently working on in Mythographic Wild Summer by Joseph Catimbang. I did have this page on my April plans list and I didn't get around to colouring it. So this is what it looks like so far. It is still in the hot mess stage. I've currently based everything with my Tombow jewel brush markers. I am going for quite a warm palette with pinks and browns. And I think I might use my polychromos on top of this one when I start shading. So keep your eye out for a colour along for this page coming very soon. And that'll be my first page completed in this book. Next up, I have Enchanted Earth by Melpomeni Chatzipanagiotou, and Melpomeni is our featured artist for 2026. And I have chosen the mermaid page. Now, I adore this book. I think it might actually be my most coloured Melpomeni book. It has been a while since I picked it up though, so I'm excited to colour some more pages in it. So this is a page I've chosen, and I'm thinking lots of oranges, blues, reds, purples, lots of gold, lots of sparkle. I'm not sure what I'm going to use for the background yet though. I want to use Distress inks, but I don't know if I've got it in me to mask everything up, all these little details. I might just end up with some soft pastels instead, or my gel sticks. Neocolor 2, I have used Neocolor 2 quite a bit in this book. As you can see from how wrinkly that page is, that was Neocolor 2's. Yeah, Neocolor 2, Neocolor 2, I've used Neocolor 2 on every page I've coloured in this book. Yeah. So that's a possibility as well. But I'm thinking Distress inks with soft pastels will be my go-to, I think, for that background. But yeah, I'm going to do like a nice deep blue background. I think we'll go deep blue to light blue. And then we've got these sun rays here. Now, the sun rays are heavily shaded at the top. So I'm going to have to make them like a really deep, dark red maybe. Or, I don't know. It is really, I'll lift that up. That is heavily shaded up the top. So I'd normally use like a light orange and go to a pale yellow and then to white, but it's really dark. I could add lots of little like white dots over the top to break it up, but it's still going to be quite dark. So I'll have to think about what will work there. I might have to start with like a burnt ochre or a mineral orange and bring down the golden tones. Otherwise I'm going to have to go with like a dark red, like a black raspberry or a Tuscan red to start it off. Yeah. Or no. Anyway, that's something to think about. So that is Enchanted Earth by Melpomeni Chatzipanagiotou. And the next one I've chosen is from Christine Karron's Wondrous Folk. And I have chosen Message in the Bottle. I can already picture this page completed. I have some really fun plans for this page as well. And of course, it's always fun working on this paper as well. The paper in this book is really amazing. Yeah, so that is my plan for Mermaid. I think I'm going to border the page off as well. Might use some Neocolor 2s for the background. Neocolor 2s work really well in this book. I actually used them for the background on this page too. We've got some light here from our fish. And we can use that light reflecting off the paper and off her face as well. We've got all these pearls too, so some shimmer and shine here as well. So this is going to be another fun page. So Christine Karron's Wondrous Folk. And I have one last mermaid related page, then the rest are all just general pages that I really want to colour. So this is Dreamadgination by Reyes, and I've chosen this mermaid page here to complete. And these pages are single-sided, so I'll probably base with my alcohol markers and then use my Prismacolors over the top. Now, I have seen Annie's technique where she then goes over that again with pan pastels. So she uses the alcohol markers and then coloured pencils and then pan pastels over the top. And it gives her this really smooth finish. It actually kind of looks like it's a page from a magazine or something like that. So it's a technique that I'd really like to try out. So maybe I might attempt that on this page as well and see how that goes. So next up, I have the Tomislav Tomic page, which was in my April plans video. I'm still really excited to dive into this book. It is a gorgeous book. So many absolutely fantastic pages that I want to colour. But this is the page I plan to start with. I love it so much. There's just so much happening on this page and it looks so fun. And the more I look, the more details I can picture and see. So I'm excited to get this one coloured. I'm just trying to think of what mediums I'm going to use on this paper. It's super thick, beautiful feeling paper. I can feel all the tooth on the page too. I don't know if I'm going to base it. Well, that's pretty. Oh, mermaids. Nope, we're doing this page. Getting distracted by the pretty mermaids. Okay, so I may base it, I may not. I may just go in with Prismacolors. It is quite toothy feeling. So I might use a softer pencil. But if I base it, then I can use a harder pencil or a softer pencil. We'll figure it out when the time comes. Next, I've got Forest and Nature by Rayan Uydici, and this book was on my April list as well, and I still want to get started in it. I haven't coloured any pages yet. I have picked a different page than the one I picked last month though. So I have chosen for May this book, Treehouse. This one is calling to me at the moment. It's just so simple, so cute. It's the perfect page to start this book off with, I think. And these pages are also single-sided too. So I may break out my markers for this book as well. We shall see, but I think this is such a cute little page to start with. So that is from Forest and Nature by Rayan Uydici. Next I have Flora and Fauna by Stormseyedesign or Emma Peters. Now the paper in Emma's books is always amazing. They do take any medium that you can think of throwing at it. I am yet to start this book though, so it's going to be nice to get my first page completed. And what I've chosen for May is actually this underwater scene with all this coral and fish here. I think this is going to look really cool if it's super bright, super colourful, really fun. And yeah, these are single-sided. This paper is really thick too. And this book's got some beautiful, fun images. It's bright white paper. It's really thick and it takes water mediums so well. Alcohol markers, anything you can think of. So some super cute images in here. And that's the one I have in mind. I was looking at this other... which one was it? This page. I was tossing up between these two. They're both underwater scenes. I'm really feeling like colouring underwater scenes at the moment. So these two were on my mind, but I think this one is calling to me a little bit more. And speaking of underwater scenes, the final book I have today is actually an old favourite of mine, and that is Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford. Now, there are a couple of mermaid pages in here, but I don't want to colour those ones. The page, or should I say pages, that are currently calling to me from this book are these ones here, the underwater double page spread. Now, I haven't coloured in this book since 2024, so I think it's about time to dive straight in. And that 2024 page actually is a colour along up on the channel, but this scene is really inspiring me at the moment. Now, I have said that I do have a colour palette that I want to continue using throughout all of these pages in this book. So I will probably continue with those sort of colours, and I'll just show you some pages that I've completed here. So you can see the colour palette that we would be using for this page. So those sort of colours. And I think, so they're both pencil backgrounds. I don't think I have it in me for a pencil background on such a big page. I'll probably use my Neocolor 2s for the underwater scene. So what do you guys think? Are you interested in a colour along from Lost Ocean? There was another page. Actually, there's a couple of pages that really caught my eyes. And I think they're going to be like gel pen only pages. Or at least one of them will be. I quite like that one too. I was looking at that one. One of them is, funnily enough, a wallpaper page. Now, I'm not a big fan of wallpaper pages. Oh, that was one of them. That one would take, actually I don't think it'd take that long if you're just using gel pens. But the wallpaper page that I had in mind, there's one of the mermaid pages, was, where is it? Oh, it's at the back here somewhere. This one. I really like these images. I think this is really pretty. It's also a repeated pattern as well. So you've got these fish, these little motifs here are all the same. The jellyfish are all the same. And then the seahorses as well. So what's that? 3 different ones. So if you had a colour palette for the fish, a colour palette for the seahorse, and a colour palette for the jellyfish, and then just continued and used that same colour palette to colour the rest of the page, I think that'd be nice and quick and easy. Maybe a soft pastel background with some blues. Yeah, using gel pens or fine liners, I think that'd be really fun. So I've got my eye on that. That could be another page for another day. Or you could do like a nice background and then colour all the elements in gold and silver or something like that. Something a little bit different. Yeah, so, oh, that's our page. Is that the page? That's the page. That's the one that I have in mind. So let me know down below what you think of colouring in Lost Ocean for the month of May. Okay, so that is 12 books. That's 12 books I've picked this month. So realistically, I can do at the very least 6 pages. I have been known to colour up to 12 pages in a month, just not recently. It is possible though, so if you want your favourite page from today to be a colour along, just let me know your choice in the comments below. If there are any that are popular, then I might try to prioritise those over other choices. I'm so excited to get some of these pages coloured this month, so let's see what the month of May brings. If you are excited about this month's choices as well, leave me a mermaid or a merman emoji in the comments below, and in the meantime I'm gonna go and get stuck into some colouring. So I hope everyone has a wonderful colourful month, and I will see you all again soon. Take care, happy colouring, and bye for now.